Welcome back to Global Cooking with Joy. So this is the final product of the mantou, or the Chinese steamed buns, that we are going to be making together in class. So I'd like to show you guys the inside, the texture of the mantou that I already make. So here, how soft it is. So we're going to be making this together, okay? So here is the list of the ingredients. You guys can take a picture, screenshot. I'm going to go over the ingredients real quick. Hopefully you guys have all of this ready before we start. So here I have about 30 grams of vegetable oil, or that's about 2 tablespoons roughly, okay, and 320 grams of whole milk, some flour, yeast, sugar, salt, and baking powder. Okay, now I'm going to warm up some milk a little bit because my milk's really cold. So I just warm milk in a microwave for about 45 seconds. We want the milk to be nice and warm so we can check if the yeast is still alive, okay? So here, just pour in all-purpose flour in a mixing bowl. If you have a stand mixer, you can use the stand mixer. But if you're gonna knead by hand, make sure you have dad or mom helping a little bit. So I just add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and here half teaspoon of salt. And you guys want to mix everything together, these 3 dry ingredients together, and set this aside. So if you're using US measuring cups, try to not pack the flour too tight when you measure all the ingredients, because you guys are going to end up with too much flour, okay? And here is the warm milk. So the milk should be nice and lukewarm, and you just want to add some sugar in. This is about 30 grams of sugar, or about a quarter cup of sugar, and then 11 grams of instant dry yeast, or about 3 teaspoons of dry yeast. Okay, now mix everything together. Now you are going to wait for the mixture to sit for about 5 minutes, because we want to make sure that the yeast is still active and alive before we pour this mixture in the flour. Okay, so you guys can see it start to bubble a little bit. You can see a little bit. So after 5 minutes, okay, you are going to see a lot of bubbles on the surface like this. And then you can see on the side here, you see how much bubble I get. Okay, so the yeast is still active and alive. Yay! So now we can mix the yeast and milk and sugar in the dry ingredients, which is flour, baking powder, and salt. Okay, we're gonna mix this together. You guys can knead this by hand. You want to add about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in to make it easier to knead and massage. You can also use stand mixer, the bread machine, to knead and massage the dough. We're going to be massaging this dough and knead this for about 15 minutes or 10 minutes if you are using the machine, okay? So I'm going to show you guys both ways. You might need to ask dad or mom to help if you don't have a stand mixer or the bread machine to help kneading the dough, okay? But if you don't want to ask anybody, you can also just put all the dough in a plastic wrap or big plastic bag, and then massage it with your 2 feet, okay? with your feet, okay? And then just keep on massaging and take it out and massage it with your hand a little bit. Put it in a plastic bag and just step on it and use all your weight to massage it, okay? I'm gonna just put this in the stand mixer. I'm just gonna use the machine. So I'm gonna add some vegetable oil in first, and I'm gonna use the dough hook, and then I'm gonna let the dough hook knead the dough for me for about 15 minutes, and I'm going to show, 10 minutes, not 15 minutes. By hand, maybe 15 minutes, okay, or maybe longer than that. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what we're looking for before we rest the dough, okay? Just massage like that, punch. until it gets softer, nicer, and smoother. Okay, just like that. For students who are using a stand mixer to knead this, you can just use a dough hook, the dough hook like this, and then just set this on speed 2, the low speed, and then set the timer for about 10 minutes, and then check if the dough is ready. It should be ready by then, okay? And then just let this work, and then I'm going to show you guys what the dough should look like when it's ready, okay? So here, after 10 minutes of kneading, this is what you will get. Okay guys, nice and soft dough like this. I'm going to show you guys a little closer so you can see the texture that we are looking for the dough. So here we go. And then we are going to form the dough into a nice round ball and rest this on a nice warm spot for about 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah guys, so just form this into a nice round ball like this. Use some of the leftover flour from the container that we used earlier. Also, if the dough is too sticky, okay, and then just like that. And then cover with a plastic wrap and then rest in a nice and warm spot, about 85 Fahrenheit, okay, and then come back and then move the rising dough in the refrigerator, and we can use the dough in class tomorrow. Okay guys, so here wrap it up like that with a plastic wrap, or you have a damp kitchen towel, you can use that as well. I have a proving mode in my small little oven, so I'm gonna use this. So that is 85 Fahrenheit for an hour. So if you guys don't have the proving mode, you can also use a regular oven. Just make sure that it's nice and warm in there, not too hot. It's a little colder in this time, so we might need to help the dough to rise a little bit, okay? And you just want to rise the dough, let it rise. It doesn't have to be double in size, but if it's double in size, it's okay. So here we go. You guys want to cover it up and then put it away. And tomorrow we are going to make the Chinese steam bun with filling, and we're gonna steam it and enjoy it together in class just like this. So this is what we're going to be making in class, okay guys? So this is a regular bun with no filling. So this is great with Peking duck. If you guys enjoy Asian food, this is so perfect with roasted duck. I don't know if you've ever been to a Chinese restaurant and it comes with this bun, nice buns and duck skin. So this is the inside of the pork filling. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be making. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.